Welcome back to the Digital Asset Report. Today, we're talking about crypto fraud. It's getting smarter, and so must we. As regulators gear up for the next phase of digital asset policy, security and investor protection are moving to the front of the line. For institutions in particular, fraud prevention has shifted from a compliance checkbox to a strategic imperative. We're no longer talking about phishing emails or giveaway scams. Today's attackers are going after the bigger fish: custodians, exchanges, funds, the infrastructure of the digital economy. And the results have been costly. In 2024 alone, TRM Labs estimates over $10 billion in crypto was lost to fraud. And we're not just talking about sloppy retail scams. There's a rising wave of social engineering attacks, like the breach of coins paid, where attackers posed as job applicants to infiltrate internal systems. The attack reportedly cost the company over $37 million, and it all started with a fake resume. Then there's the high-profile SIM swap attack on FTX, where scammers impersonated executives to reroute phone numbers and intercept two-factor codes. The damage was over $400 million in stolen crypto. SIM swaps have become one of the most effective tools for breaching accounts tied to large digital asset holdings. Here's a security tip for you: do not use SMS-based two-factor authentication to avoid these types of attacks. The FBI and other local enforcement agencies continue to warn that investment-related crypto scams are becoming more targeted, often playing on trust and familiarity. The evolution of these threats means the bar for fraud prevention has never been higher. But institutions aren't powerless. Defending against fraud today requires what security experts call a layered defense, integrating people, processes, and technology into a system where no single point of failure can result in a catastrophic loss. Let's break that down. First, the people. Human error is still the biggest attack surface in crypto security. Staff must be trained to recognize phishing attempts, impersonation efforts, and suspicious requests. Insider risk management is just as important. The principle of least privilege, giving team members only the access they need, is essential. So is dual control, which ensures no single employee can authorize major transfers or change key security settings. The SEC has proposed an updated safeguarding rule, which would require institutions to custody assets with qualified custodians, segregate client funds, and submit to independent audits. Finally, there's technology, and this is where the real edge lies. Multi-signature wallets, multi-factor authentication, cold storage, and hardware security modules are now table stakes for institutions managing large amounts of value. Cold wallets, especially those using air-gapped hardware, remain a cornerstone of digital asset protection. And auditability, having clear trails of who did what and when, is key to catching issues before they escalate. If you're working with a custodian, these features should be built in from day one. Platforms that emphasize infrastructure-grade security with embedded policies, transaction controls, and real-time monitoring are better equipped to handle the demands of a maturing regulatory landscape. It's also worth pointing out that these security practices aren't just about fraud. They're essential for broader compliance, from AML and sanctions screening to institutional reporting. Blockchain analytics tools from companies like Chainalysis, Elliptic, and TRM Labs are being integrated into custodial solutions to detect risk at the transaction level, helping institutions meet their global obligations while staying ahead of threats. Some custodians have been leading this charge for years. BitGo, for example, was an early advocate for qualified custody standards and policy-based wallet controls. With institutional insurance coverage, cold storage architecture, and multi-layer approvals, BitGo helps clients manage digital assets at scale without compromising on security or transparency. That's all for now. In crypto, there are no do-overs. Security has to be built in, not bolted on. And staying ahead of fraud isn't just smart, it's strategic. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give us a like and a follow, and head over to bitgo.com to learn even more.